Hello, welcome back. I'm back playing Call of Duty for what is now the second time in a week, which is pretty random and pretty crazy, and it's what I said wouldn't happen, but it has happened, so call me a liar. There is a reason. Today I'm going to be testing exactly how much performance I was losing on my OBS capture, and
We've taken the lead.
I don't know if I can figure out why, but I'm trying to compare it to what might be other methods that I can possibly use. Oh, the packet burst, there it is. Still got server issues. God knows how old this game is. Unbelievable. So yeah, now I did a little bit of testing today, and because I knew I was losing quite a lot of performance on OBS, and I wanted to try and get a grip of how much exactly I was losing, so I know that I'm not losing my mind. And I basically ran into... I loaded up a private game in Tarkov and found myself a little rock to lie on where I had some steady frame rate, and I was on a nice constant 130 FPS. And
Friendly UAV online.
a solid 130, so I wasn't moving around. It was literally that 130 or 131. So I then loaded up OBS in the background, and that dropped about 12 FPS, which is a little bit crazy just for a background task. So that wasn't extremely impressive. I then hit record, and that took me down to 103. So basically 130 to 103 by recording on OBS.
Friendly UAV on station.
Now I am recording 4K, 4K 120. I am using a high bit rate because I am trying to get a high quality capture, but I'm using pretty much the exact same. I'm using the exact same settings that I'm using on OBS for the NVIDIA card, and I'm certain that when I use that, I'm only losing about 48 FPS. Whereas 30 is crazy excessive in my mind, and it's not going to be very good going forward, so that kind of sucks. So yeah, basically I'm trying the ReLive in the ReLive, I don't know, whatever it is, in the Adrenaline software, to see exactly how that goes. I'm gonna check it out, play it back against the OBS record, see if this looks like I'm getting much more in the way of performance.
Friendly UAV online.
God, that guy knows where I am. Yeah, see what I'm like in the way of performance compared to the OBS, and kind of go from there, because I don't think I'm going to be able to make very good content while I'm losing so much of the performance. It's a kind of very easy way to make a 7900 XTX look like a 7800 XT, basically.
Reload.
30 frames is just too much. So I'm going to try this ReLive just to see what it's like in performance, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's really something that I'm
Friendly mosquito active.
overly keen on using. As far as the free software, absolutely nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't really have the amount of flexibility obviously I have with OBS, so I was trying to do some screen capture earlier on, and I was seriously struggling trying to get any type of game audio using ReLive. So I'm obviously running a separate mic, and normally to do that when I'm running OBS I'll put a pair of headphones on, and I will be set to record desktop audio and obviously the mic audio, whereas I'm clearly being done, but I cannot find a way to do that on ReLive. So I can record the mic, but I can't seem to oh God, I'm getting stormed. I can't seem to find a way to do desktop audio. So
hostile eliminated. Hostiles deployed a mosquito.
Someone knows where I am. So I effectively was just getting
hostile mosquito is online.
a screen capture with my voice and nothing else.
Enemy UAV active.
Strange. So yeah, I've now managed to get some, hopefully, desktop audio, but I'm not sure if I'm actually picking up a separate desktop audio, or if all I'm doing is picking up my desktop speakers through the mic, along with my voice, which is kind of junk really. Not particularly great going forward, so bit of a nightmare really. I'm not quite sure what's going on with OBS. It's probably me, because I'm kind of new to all of this sort of stuff, and even though I've done a little bit of searching on the internet, I couldn't really find that gave me answers to why I was effectively losing so much performance. So I will continue to try and figure it out. Oh, there's a guy around here somewhere. There's a lot of AI, but there's also a guy. Is that you? It is you. And that was worst case scenario. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Come on, guy. I know you're waiting for me. God. No. Not you. And we get blown up by bloody hell. So yeah. Oh god. Not the time to reload. That's, yeah, basically where I'm at. I'm running this game tonight. Hopefully it's got some audio. If it kind of, problem is you kind of need to upload it to YouTube, watch it back to actually find out if it's any good. But yeah, I'll see how it looks tonight really. I thought, well, I'm running it, I might as well record something, upload it later. Something to do today. And yeah, this might have to be the method that I use with this system at the moment, until I get a 4K capture card, which is something that I wasn't particularly wanting to do, but might not really have a choice. Now the other thing I noticed, if anyone has any type of idea, I'm interested to know, but I was looking back at the footage of my last Call of Duty capture, and what's going on with the VRAM? Why I didn't notice that, I've no idea. I mean, it's the whole point of me having an overlay running in the top corner is to take notice of something that looks a bit dodgy. And there I am, allocating 22 gigs of VRAM and using 19. What the hell is that about? That clearly isn't right. I can't believe this game's been going for this long and it's got a VRAM leak. That would be incredible. It kind of does look that way. I checked the in-game settings. There is a VRAM slider within the game graphics settings, which allows you to, obviously, if you have overhead, allocate more VRAM, which is apparently supposed to, I don't know, help the game run smoother. Any type of textures that would normally load allows you to store them in the VRAM, so you're not pulling anything from system, which is totally understandable. So I slid the slider across, and it was telling me that I would be allocating 8 gigs. Well, my overlay is telling me something different. That ain't 8 gig. That's creeping up to 20, which makes no sense to me. I haven't played this game for a while on the NVIDIA system, but I'm going to have to, I think tomorrow I'm going to have to drag it across and hook it up to this monitor, try a screen capture, see how that's working within how much resources that uses, and then see what's going on with the VRAM in that, because I've played it on the 4080. I've played it at 4K. I play it at these settings at 4K, and it runs fine. So it certainly isn't running out of VRAM on the 4080. That's only got 16 gigs, but this is pulling 19. Well, it's actually pulling nearly 22. So I have no idea what's going on there. It's another thing to try and figure out tomorrow. So, although I said on my first Call of Duty video it is probably the only time you watch me play Call of Duty, I might be playing it again. I might be even playing it again tomorrow on a different system, which will be pretty random, to be fair. But I'll be honest, I've actually quite enjoyed it this week. It's been a little bit different. I guess you don't have to be like a pro at a game to enjoy a game, which is pretty cool.
We're losing ground. Secure the perimeter.
So yeah,
Friendly UAV on station.
I'll try it tomorrow.
Helo has entered the airspace.
Hopefully this recording doesn't have horrendous audio. I don't really, I don't know, I think I've recorded something on ReLive, and although it's capturing at apparently at 4K 120 using the AV1 encoder, I'm sure when I look back it didn't really look that great. I think it seems to be better quality on OBS, I'm not quite sure why. But then obviously OBS is a far more professional kind of dedicated software. So, and that's nothing against AMD. OBS is, I'm sure, better than anything that obviously you're going to get on NVIDIA or Intel or anything else. It's dedicated professional hardware, or software, should I say. So, God, don't die to AI. That's embarrassing. So yeah,
Friendly
well,
SAE
we're nearly at the end of this game. If you manage to stay and watch this, fair play to you. That's not it. I had a mind to throw at that person.
Mission failed. Return to base.
So yeah, hopefully this one worked out. I'm not too sure, but I'll load it up so I can kind of compare the different recording to the other one and see how it comes out. So if you did watch, fair play to you. I appreciate that. And enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And I will catch you in the next one.